It all started today when I decided to climb a tree. My thinking tree. See, I didn't know what to make a video about today, so this is where I found myself, literally and figuratively. As soon as I felt the ageless spark, stared off into the distance and thought, fully embracing God's creation, I knew exactly what video I had to make, the video I was called to make, what would change the world. So, right now, pull out your phone. I challenge everyone to delete some foodies, selfies, that video of you singing in the car, and save some gigs for God. Get ready. Everything is about to change. Going through a tough time? Wondering if it's all a lie? Well, don't worry. When you're questioning everything, I've got a few games for you that'll help. I searched Bible games, and boy, did I go deep into that search. I just kept scrolling and scrolling until I found the top apps available for you guys. So make some room, clear some gigs. You're gonna want every single one of these, I guarantee it. The first one is called the Armour of God. At least I think that's the armor of. The object of the game, as far as I can see, is to run around a cross-shaped arena picking up the Armour of God. Don't worry, it's not hard to find. It's right there. There it is. Now, even though you don't have to fight any enemies to get the armor, it literally just sits there. Don't let that fool you. It's still incredibly tricky to acquire. In fact, it's the hardest part of the game. The controls on this game are so bad, it feels like your character is wasted. Little Timmy had one too many last night, trying to find his way back to God. Hopefully his parents don't find out that little Timmy trying to find God. For controls, you're limited to this tiny compass on the left of the screen, and wherever you touch it, that's where you walk. Exactly. If only it were that easy. My finger touches the whole thing. How can I possibly move when it's touching the whole thing? What's the meaning of this? Why can I move? I just want to get the armor so that I can save my friends. Please, I just wanted the armor. Oh, there we go. After acquiring some armor, it's time to fight some satanic gremlins in an epic battle of spiritual truth. Or not. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the first time I saw this black hole, I didn't know what to expect. I thought maybe I would get sucked into another dimension, have to fight Satan himself destroying the heart of hell. But no. Nothing happens. Literally nothing. Not until I touch the belt I acquired and seemingly dissipate the enemy. I don't know if I can call it an enemy when it wasn't even trying to hurt me. I'm just a little black hole minding my own business, trying to live a good faith. You feel good about yourself now, don't you? Real tough guy, huh? Other horrifying enemies include this thing, and this thing. Neither of which can hurt you. There's no health bar for a reason, kids. The way you kill these insanely dangerous enemies is by thrusting whatever piece of armor you happen to be wearing into the enemy's face. Technique I would not want to try in a real battle. Sometimes you might have to pray with a friend, but once all objectives are complete, you can then make your way to the most terrifying enemy of all. The boss battle of all boss battles, where you finally use all your incredible training and skills and put them to the test. Cue intense music. Or not. There's actually no music in this entire game. Who are you? It's time to pay for the damages you've done to me. It's time to fight! Oh, okay. Wait, what was that? Oh, it was Jesus! Yay! We made it! We made it to Jesus! Yay! As our reward, we're met with this incredibly logical numbering system. Yeah, that makes sense. Good job. Next up, we have this gem, Jesus Adventure. Now, I'm not going to spend too much time on this game because there's not that much to say. The instructions seem pretty straightforward. Slide your finger to start. Okay, let's see how that works out. Fun. It becomes very apparent very quickly that Jesus is not actually standing on anything. In fact, Jesus is using his almighty powers to float, a true miracle. But apparently Jesus doesn't realize his own abilities and immediately falls without our all-knowing hand guiding his every single move. Gotta help Jesus out sometimes, I guess. The problem with this game is that your hand is always in the place that you need to be seeing, and so it's incredibly difficult to see what the heck is going on. I mean, it took me a solid minute to even realize I was drawing on the screen. But once I realized that, things started to make a little more sense. Barely. The object of the game is to force Jesus to save his lost sheep. I don't really think Jesus wants to be doing this because any little finicky thing that Jesus doesn't like about your line, he'll send your butt right back to square one.
Oh, that was a little too steep right there. Man, we're just going down that one was
a truly exhilarating game. A game that, for sure, will leave you reasoning atheism. Next up is Jonah Run, and I actually really enjoyed this one. You play as Jonah running away from Nineveh and therefore God. It's a simple side-scroller which keeps track of how many times you've unsuccessfully run from the Lord, while also keeping track of how many cubits you've run. It's a decently addicting game, so you'll find yourself trying many, many times to escape, but ultimately failing. I mean, look at this war-torn land. How is a man supposed to run from God in these conditions? He sent an earthquake and defied the laws of physics? At least make it a fair fight, dude. After you fail a certain amount of times, you find you've unlocked a new level. And if you thought God's anti-gravity earthquake was scary enough, just wait till you see what he's got up his omnipotent sleeve next. This is something straight out of Interstellar, and let me tell you, this scene is exactly why I can't sleep at night. I don't know which is scarier though, the waves or the reality of this ship. Probably the ship. After getting mercilessly pelted left and right by towering waves, you again find you've unlocked yet another level. I'm really good at this game. On to level 3. Let's see what God's got in store for us this time. Alright, so in this level, I can rack up as many cubits as I want. And this is the moment that I realize that I see what this game is about. I get it, I understand now. This game's trying to bore me to death so that I follow God. That's cool. You quickly realize a very valuable life lesson. The only way not to die from boredom is to call out to God for help. So unless you want to keep racking up these pointless cubits, you might as well call out to God, or you just force quit the app if that's not your thing. Overall, a very clever game, and one that I maybe even learned something from. Wow. Now, I was gonna talk about this game, but it's just so good, I'm gonna have to skip it. Let's at least hit the highlights. Ads, words, this guy, ads, fruit from hell, more fruit from hell, ads, more ads. Now, I cannot end this video without telling you guys about the most addicting Bible game I have ever played. I am not kidding. And I challenge any and all of you out there to try and beat my top score. And the game is... It's called Whale Jail. You start off by swallowing Jonah and then proceed to make the staggering 180-mile journey to Nineveh. 180 miles! How long could that possibly take? 1 mile equals 1 second, 180 divided by 60 equals 3 minutes. Touching your finger to the screen makes him float, while letting go makes him sink. Now talk about pressure. This whale has the fate of an entire civilization in his stomach, while he casually tries to dodge electric eels, jellyfish, and ships. How did God incentivize this whale to make such an insane journey, you ask? Well, a random point system. It's worth it. God even set up style points, so if you jump out of the water all pretty-like, he'll grant you extra points. It might not make sense, and it might put the entire fate of Nineveh in jeopardy, but God never was able to make it to SeaWorld as a kid.
Well, I hate that it had to come to this, but on to Micah.
Now, I'll admit, I played this game for a solid 4 hours to get to Nineveh, and let me tell you. It was worth it. Again, I challenge any of you out there to top this high score. I challenge you. Overall, a fantastic game and one that gives you a little insight into the mind of God. I have the links to all the games in the description below, so go ahead, download them all. You're gonna need them in case you're questioning everything. Thanks for watching, and if you're new here, I give you permission to subscribe to this channel, and I'm gonna go ahead and keep playing Whale Jail. See ya.